I am of the belief that the smartest and most successful people in the world are people who are happy, willing, and open to changing their opinions on things. Life is a long journey, and your opinions on things should change. As you're presented with new information, as you're presented with new opportunities and experiences, you will start to think different things. It's an inevitability of someone who is, in my opinion, just sane and has an open mind. And I make no secret of this here. So the other day, and this is the inspiration for today's video, I was having a chat with a friend, and I don't want to give too much away, but the friend made an interesting comment to me about being financially free. And then I said, well, what does that mean? What does that actually mean? And then this person starts to go on about how he's got no concerns with money, he's got this and that. And I'm like, okay, well, I suppose in a way that makes you financially free, but to what extent? Because here's the thing about financial freedom, in my opinion. I have had to acknowledge recently that I am not financially free. And I don't mean by that I'm broke, right? I've got savings, I've got business, I'm making money, but I can't say I'm financially free, and I'll tell you why. Because of the lifestyle, right? I've explained in a video earlier, I am in my new car. It's a car that I've always wanted, it's a car that I love, right? It's a very big, very old car. So I have the car that I want. But do I have the place to live that I want? No. Do I have the sort of lifestyle I want? Partially, but not 100% there. So, am I really financially free? Well, I'm financially free in the sense that if I want to live like a average 21-year-old forever, I'm financially free. But do I want to do that? No. I've got big ambitions, big goals, and things that I need to achieve. I can't sit here and say that I'm financially free if I've not achieved what I want, if I'm not in a place that I want to be. You're losing if you're in that place. And I wasn't going to say that to this friend, but I kind of alluded to it. And people obviously don't warm to certain things, especially if it doesn't match their opinion. But I don't say it to be harsh to anyone. I say it because I've realised it myself. This idea of financial freedom, or this idea of being successful, is subjective. And if your idea of being successful is just having free time, and you don't care about where you live or what you do, maybe you are successful. If your idea is just to be, I don't know, a musician or whatever, then maybe you are successful. But I hear people, young men specifically, talk about their success when they are only on level 1. And I have been there, right? This is why I make videos like this. Because I'm always learning and I'm documenting it. It's kind of like a personal diary. It seems to be going very dark here. It's going to be flooding today where I am because the weather is dreadful. Really is one of the worst days I've seen in the UK for about a long time. Anyway, a lot of young men seem to cling on to this idea of being successful, and a lot of them aren't. And I've been there myself, because you're successful in the sense that you might not have to work, or you're successful in the sense that you might have this going on, that going on. But how close to your goals are you? Do you have the car that you want? Do you live in the place that you want? Do you have this and that? And if the answer is no, then you're not really financially free, because you may have free time, free money, but you don't have a lifestyle. And then I start to move on to the conversation with this person in a non-offensive way, but are you seeing the benefits in your life that, in your words, a successful and financially free person would? And people are like, what does that mean? I don't know, it's very subjective, right? But let's just use a few common goals. Do you have the savings that you'd want, right? Do you have the money that you want? Do you spend the time wisely? Do you get respect from your peers? Do you drive the vehicle? I think I might have just said that. Do you have the girls in your life that you want, or the girl in your life that you'd want? And if the answer to either, any, or all of those questions is no, are you really financially free? Are you really successful? Because if the world doesn't perceive you that way, you are what you look like, right? It really is that simple. So if you come across as a certain way, then you are probably going to be perceived as that. And then I hear the same people talking about, oh, I can't find myself a good girl, or I can't get a serious relationship, or isn't insurance so expensive? I'm thinking, no, right? Car insurance is expensive. Getting your own place is hella expensive. Getting girls in your life, I personally think, is easy, but subjective. But when you're having none of these things, none of these results that you want in life, are you really at the point that you think you're at? And I say that just to acknowledge one thing that a lot of us guys need to. We are under this illusion that we're successful, or some of us are, not necessarily me, I'm not saying me personally, because I acknowledge that some areas I'm successful in, some areas I'm not. Some areas I am happy, I'm going to say this, I am happy being a loser in some areas because I am getting stuff right. For instance, I don't want to work a job, but I'm happy working a job because I'm getting my money right, right? Or I'm happy living at home because I'm saving money that's going straight into investments that's making me more money so I can take bigger risks on my businesses. I'm happy with that sort of stuff, no secret about it. But I can't go around saying that I'm not living in a certain way because of that, right? And here's the thing I'm trying to say to a lot of the young guys my age and younger. I can't really speak about older guys. Maybe I can, but I have not lived the years of 23 or 24, so I can't say it. But what I can say is this. Look, the world perceives you in a certain way, and you shouldn't look to other people for your guidance and your inspiration, but expect to get out what you put in. And I hear a lot of guys talking about success and this and that, but your success at age 18, at age 16, at age 21 is going to look infinitesimal to what a standard 30-year-old is doing, right? A standard 30-year-old, we're going to use the entrepreneur example and the job example. A standard 30-year-old is going to have their career in order. They may have a serious, meaningful relationship with someone that they've been with for a while, or if not, they're taking things seriously. They probably, if not definitely, have their own place to live in. They may have savings and probably have a good group of friends, right? And what I'm saying is this. Arrogance. Actually, that's the word. Yeah, that's the point. Arrogance for young men our ages, right? Because it's true. 5 years ago, at age 20, 21, you had nothing. You were in school probably. No car, no job. Maybe a job, but probably not. No money probably. Now you get a little taste of freedom in life. Do not be led into believing that you are the big thing, let's say, right? Because what's going to lead to that? I've been there 6 months ago, right? I'm not going to make a secret of it. I can evolve and learn. I thought, oh yeah, my business is going so well. I'm doing so well in life. And obviously to an extent I was. But what happens then? Stagnation. I'm not saying that you should feel bad. But this is my personal example, right? The lesson that you guys can learn from me. My own, to be honest, arrogance put me in a position where I thought I was doing so well that there was nothing more to do right now. I don't need to learn anything. I don't need to try anything because I'm doing well, guys. And I was, but your arrogance is going to hold you back, right? I don't see myself as an arrogant person, personally. I don't think I am. But you can be arrogant and ignorant to certain topics due to, not even due to the wrong reasons, right? It can just be due to a lack of life experience, a different set of experiences leading you to a certain path. That's okay. But now I'm like, the real financial freedom guys, the real high value guys, and that's a phrase that I hate. But these guys, number one, are not telling you that they are high value. They're not telling you that they're financially free, successful. You know what they're doing? They're jumping into the Lamborghinis, right? They're jumping into the Ferraris. They're living in a city centre high-rise penthouse. They've got a 6-figure-a-year job. They've got a lovely girlfriend. Or that's what these guys are really doing. I don't want to hear guys who live at home talking about being... I think this is going to sit clear, right? I'm not saying everyone should move out of home. I'm not saying everyone should push themselves to be a high career person or start a business like I've done, or maybe even both. I'm not saying that you should. But here's the thing. Please, 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 guys, and I say this I only say this because I want well for you, right? Don't be where I was a couple of months ago. Don't be where I see people and hear people saying about how well they're doing, but in reality, they've just let their own arrogance and self-pride get to them, right? There's a lot to learn in this game. There's a lot that I'm learning continuously. There's a lot that I want to continue to learn, and I'm happy with that. I enjoy the journey. I've started to embrace the journey, but it's the acknowledgement of that simple fact. Your arrogance can get the better of you. At 21, 23, 25, and this is something that it's like, well, that sounds patronising. If you're only 21, how can you say what 23, 25? Because you get to extrapolate the data, right? At these ages, you don't know anything. I don't know anything. And because of that, yeah, I can have my eBay success. And there are people who I've explained stuff to, trained on eBay selling, who are much older than me, and I can teach them stuff in certain categories. But yeah, you can make quite a bit of money for yourself online. You've got quite a reasonably nice car, in my opinion, or my friends' opinions, or the girls that I have in my life's opinions. But you know, there's a lot to go. Don't let your arrogance get the better of you. It's going to hold you back.